What's up, guys? Mikey's back. Hey, I wanted to break down AMPE on the book. All right. This was another play that I thought was phenomenal on the daily. Very similar to this HCDI setup. It was similar in the sense that, let me just break this down real quick. It's another one that was beaten down on the daily, right? Another beaten down one that was on the daily, but it had some pre-market structure and then open market structure. This thing consolidated almost, pretty much for the whole entire day and then started to pick up running around 14:30, right? So 2:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. This had a very similar look to the HCDI setup where it was consolidating sideways for a very long time until it started to actually catch. Now, this daily was a little bit different. All right. Very important to again still break down your zones. I broke down some zones on this one. I had some daily ones right here, and then I had to try to find out what was going on with this candle right here. So I actually went down through my 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, and then found a 2 hour zone pocket that kind of stood out to me, and actually you can see it kind of actually stuff against it right here. But if it wasn't for that one, it was very hard for me to try to figure out what was going on because you had this. I mean, this thing just ripped, right? So it has a previous history of having a big range candle, right? A big range candle on the daily. So it's important to understand that hey, this stock ran at one point from 480s all the way to 822. So it almost went pretty much 100%, right? Almost doubled it priced, a little bit less, right? Um, so it's important to understand that. So if the volume kicks in and it actually catches, be prepared. Be prepared that it could potentially have another 4 point move. And on this one, it went from 230s all the way to 750s. All right. So pretty much a 5 point move. That's crazy. Let's go. Bring the momentum. Like, okay, let's go. Okay. So you're going to see this consolidation. Very important, right? To try to wait and watch, right? What does the book do? All right, so look at this zone right here. You can see this on the one, breaks through kind of stuff, but doesn't break down. All right, let's go look at the book now. I can't really. The book is where it's at. All right, now this is that consolidation area that I was telling you about. So this is the stock consolidating. Okay, it's not really breaking down, right? There's a couple of areas where you see some sellers get absorbed, and then bidders step up right away. Right, a seller comes in, they get absorbed. The stock is still soaking. Okay, it's not breaking down. And most importantly, you start spreading this, right? You're gonna start seeing that there's not a lot of appetite on the best bids. All right, you're gonna see some bidders come in, some more sellers get absorbed, right? No true breakdown look left. Previous areas of interest of consolidation. All right, there's not a lot of sellers on the best bids, and then you start to see some aggressive market buyers step up and slam against the best offers. Okay, more consolidation, right? Thought this was very key. All right, this was an area that had a lot of offers on the book, and now you start to see some buyers step in and start to remove the liquidity on the book. All right, you can see them taking out liquidity right here, removing the offers on the book, right? You see that right before we're running to, there's offers stacked. Now you see aggressive market buyers come in and remove the liquidity on the book, okay? Now, this thing actually flagged, beautiful thing, it flagged over these areas, did not get aggressive on the offer side, right? While this was pulling back, we didn't see a book flip or a shift of character on the current order book, right? There wasn't, as this is pulling back, it's not getting super heavy, all right, over in these areas, all right? Just because there's no bid support right here doesn't mean this thing can't still continue to take off. I like to look that there's a bunch of empty space. Look at all this empty space right here. All right, there is some liquidity right here and right here. But you see again, market buyers come in, remove the liquidity. It pulls back to a previous area of interest. And I say previous area of interest where they move the liquidity on the book, and this is a pivot play. This is beautiful. Consolidates again sideways and goes to make new highs. Now you start to see some spoofing going on here, right? There's a big bidder that stepped up, 18K, all right, and they pulled it. All right, this is consolidating above where this bid is, breaks through, all right, and now we start to see some pullbacks, but this is to me a controlled pullback. All right, this is control, control. This is also another beautiful W pattern that I talk about a lot right here. So I want to see the top of this break out aggressively. All right, very, very important. Okay, this was a nice W pattern right here. Okay, now daily wise, right? Very important. And pull this down real quick to understand where we're trading and why. All right, so this W pattern that happens right here is taking place over a previous daily supply zone. All right, if this was gonna break down and get heavy right here, this would have gotten heavy, and this would have continued to go down. All right, seen this plenty of times. You guys seen plenty of stocks that fade on small cap land, right? This doesn't break down. All right, even tries again right here, pulls back. This is that W pattern right here that you're seeing on the book. I just see it so much, a lot more clear, right? Okay, all right, control, control, all right, and the reason why I say that was control is because now you start to see them, you see offers, right? Now as price action starts to come up, they start to pull them. They don't want to get filled here. They do not want to get filled, and whoever was on the book did get filled. All right, now this pulls back right here. It does not get heavy. There is no selling pressure on the best bids, and you see this thing crank out. Okay, so always remember, know where we're at, and then if things are going to break down on previous zones, you're going to see, or you would potentially see the book get heavy, do a book flip, see offers come in. Okay, this is actually a beautiful short setup right here. Okay, this is a stock that's trying to flag, breaks down, attempts one more time, and then fails. All right. Um, yeah, this guy came all the way back down. This faded that day, but let's concentrate on the book real quick. All right. Now, something that's going on over here, which I like to ask everyone, what do you see right here? Okay. There's no more bidder stepping up, and the liquidity for the buyers is starting to dry up. Okay. A little bit different, right? When you see some bidders step up right here, this is a front runner that gets pulled, a spoof right here. All right. But now there's really no more liquidity in these areas. All right. It's very important to see if there's a shift in the current order book. All right. This is a little book flip right here. You're going to see some bidders come in right here, and as soon as the price action breaks down, it gets really heavy and it offer stays. And look how fast this comes in. All right. Always remember, right, some similarities, right? I always like to look for similarities on the book. When you look left right here, you can see how they just rip straight from 470s all the way to 550s. All right, made an 80-cent move up really, really quick. All right, so I'm not surprised that this came down from 620s and dumped down to 520s, a dollar per share, pretty quick. All right, there's not a lot of liquidity over here holding this down, right? So it rips right through it all. There's not a lot of liquidity right here trying to hold this up right here, so it came down really quick. All right, now important to see something, right? You're going to see this same type of characteristics over here, over here. Okay, and another thing that happened, right? 720s. This is that fake bull flag pattern, or this tried to flag, failed, tried to attempt again. Look at this W pattern. All right, we want to see this break out. Maybe some bidders step up. All right, some bidders did step up right here. This is probably what got some retail traders right here to step up, and maybe some slap off this, and it almost went, right? Almost. Okay. Uh, and then the market closed. All right. But that's all I pretty much, guys, got an AMPE today. I thought this was a great runner, late day runner. Right, I had it right here. Late day flag over previous area. This is a nice example of them removing the liquidity, pulling back, and not breaking down over a previous area of interest, and then ripping to make new highs. All right, nice pivot play right here. All right, nice holds on this one, right? And you're gonna see this right here, what it looks like on the candlestick chart. All right, this is pulling back over a previous area, consolidating, not breaking down, and ripping to make new highs. Another nice flag right here. This was that 2 hour zone I had. All right, so this broke through it and actually consolidated above it and then ripped for new highs. A beautiful thing, guys. I'm super amped up for the new week. It's nice to see some range, some stocks with some range on it. A little bit different than our penny names, right? But nonetheless, though, there's great opportunities, great signals to look at on the book. And yeah, let's grind. Peace out, guys.